So, did you find the homeworks that I gave in the previous class? Did you find the homework? Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes,
you give the same homework, and I already did that.
Oh, so I sent the same one. Okay. Yeah. So now let us talk about what did we do. We completed this exercise, right? So there was one question which is remaining. Let us quickly finish that and start the next exercise. Let us quickly, right? So do you have any doubt from this sixth problem? Yes. Do you have any doubt from this sixth problem? Yes, Rifa. Any doubt from this sixth problem? Yes. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah. So now let us start this seventh question, right? So we have to draw the graphs of equation, this and this. Determine the coordinate of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the x-axis. And shade the triangle. So we have three questions, right? So this question has three parts. First part is draw the graph, right? Second part is determine the coordinate of the vertices. And the third part is shading the triangle. So this has first, second, and third, three parts. So now let us do the first part. First part is that we are given the two equations. One is x minus 1 plus 1 equals to 0, and the other one is the 3x plus 2y and minus 12 equals to 0. So we have to draw the two straight lines first, right? So we need 2 points first. So let's say that this is x minus 5 is equal to minus 1. So we have to find out the 2 points. So let's say
Uh,
that we first.
can you say from the beginning, because this voice was breaking.
Oh, my voice was breaking. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was saying that this question, the seventh question has three parts, right? The seventh question has three parts. First part is that we have to draw the graph, right? So these two equations are given and we have to draw the graph of these two equations. And then second part is that we have to find the coordinate of the vertices. Okay. So we have to find the coordinate of the vertices of the triangle. And then the third part is that we have to shade the triangle, right? So let us first do the first
Okay.
part. So we have to make the graph, right? So we need 2 points for all these equations, right? So we want to get the 2 points. So let's say that we are calculating at x equals to 0. So at x equals to 0, this is 0 minus y equals to minus 1. So minus minus cancels and y equals to 1. So what is the first point that I get?
0 and 1.
0 and 1, right? So this is the first point. And at y equals to 0. So at y equals to 0, this part is 0, x minus 0, and this is minus 1. So x equals to how much? Minus. So what is the point that I get?
Minus 1 and 0.
Minus 1, 0. So these are the 2 points. So for this line, we have 2 points. Now let us calculate for this line. So again, at x equals to 0, we have a 3 into 0 plus 2y, and this is equal to 12. Right, so this is 0, 2y equals to 12. So y is 6. Right. So the point is how much? 0, 6. This is the point. And now the second point would be at y equal to 0. Right, so at y equal to 0, 3x plus 2 into 0 is 12. Right, what happens? So this would be 3x equals to 12. So x is 4. Right, so what is the point? Point is 4, 0.
4 and 0.
Right. So now we have calculated all
Yes.
the coordinates. We have calculated all the coordinates. So let us draw the graph there. This is 1 and this is 5. And we see that this is going from 6, right? Highest is 6, 4. So all these small numbers. So we can take the division, right? Small. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And in the left hand side again, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. Let us submit it. And then this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, and in here we also have minus 3, minus 4, and minus 5. Right. So first point is what? 0, 1. So 0 is this point, right? And 0, 1
Yeah.
is this point. So this is the first point that I have. And then minus 1, 0. So minus 1x is in the left hand side, right? And 0, so this is right. So this is the line that I have. Okay, so this is what equation? This is x minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0. This is the first line. And what is, let us draw the second line. Okay, so second line is 0, 6. So 0 and 6 is where? In the upward, right?
We get a
So this is,
intersecting line.
yeah, so 0, 6 is here. And 4, 0 is where? So 4 is there and 0 is there. So 4, 0 is here. Right. So the line would be what? Line would be this. Okay. So this line is what? This is 3x plus 2y minus 12 equals to. So these are the two lines that I have. Right. So first part is done. Making the graph part is done. Right. Now the second part of the equation is that determine the coordinate of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines. So we have two lines, right? So can two lines make a triangle? Right? Can
Yes.
two lines? How can two lines make make a triangle? How will two triangles make a triangle? So let's say this is one line, this is the other, and let's say this is one line, this is other line.
No, no, no.
Let's say
Like,
this is,
what I mean to say is like in
yeah,
the graph we got a intersecting line. So there is a
yeah,
triangle formed right below.
so to make the triangle we need the third line, right?
Yeah, we
So
need
the
three lines.
third line,
But in the
yeah,
graph there is a triangle.
yeah. So the triangle is forming between what? Three lines, right? So we have to
Yeah.
identify that what is the third line that they are giving. So they are saying that the third line is this x-axis, right? So the third line, so this one is
Mm.
the first line. Let me let me let's say this is the first line, okay, and let's say this is the second line, okay, and the third line is what? This x-axis, right? So the third line is let's say okay. Now, if they have given the y-axis, then what would be the third line? If they would have given the y-axis, then the third line would have been this line,
This one.
right?
Yes.
Right. So then the triangle would have been this one, this one, this one, and this one. But they have given this x-axis, this line, and this line. So triangle is what? This is the triangle which is forming, right? So this one, right? If they would have given the y-axis, then the triangle would have been this one. So this would have been the triangle, right? This would have been the triangle. But they have given this x-axis, this line, and this line. So the triangle is this one, right? Now, the second part of the question is that we have to find out the vertices of the triangle. So what is the triangle? This is A, B, and C. This is the triangle, right? Which is formed, right,
Yes.
Rifa?
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, so we know that what is this point? This point is what?
-1, 0.
This is one vertices. This point is what?
4, 0.
Yeah. So this is a 4 comma 0, and this point is the intersection of these two lines. So this is, I guess, if I had a proper graph, then the answer would be concrete. But let's say this is 2 comma. Let's say this is. So the answer could be different because I didn't make in the proper graph. So you try this question in the proper graph, and then you'll find the perfect answer, correct answer. Okay. So these are the three vertices, right? Is this clear to you, Rifa? Yes, Rifa, is this clear?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is clear. Just
And
one
the
second. I can't see the screen.
yeah,
So
you cannot see the screen. Oh,
right now,
uh,
just one second. I will rejoin.
yeah, because your internet is slow. So maybe there's a problem with your internet. Please check your internet. Yes, are you rejoining? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, can you see the screen now? Is the screen visible to you now? Or you are rejoined?
Yes, hello.
Yes, yes, yes. So can you see the screen now?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, so you see that we had these three. So this is the x-axis, this is the one line, and this is the second line. So these three lines are making this triangle, and then we know the vertices of this triangle, right? And the third part was shading the region of this triangle. This we did. Okay. Yeah. So do you have any question in this question? Do you have any doubt in this question?
No, no doubt.
Okay, so please note it down, and then we'll do the next. So then we'll start the next exercise. Please note it down. This was not
I
the question. Yeah, this was not the question. I just made it to make you understand that if the y-axis was given, then the triangle would have been. Yeah, do you have any doubt? Rifa?
no doubt. I understood.
Please note it down, and then
You gave a homework. In that homework, there is a third question, which is kind of
yeah.
similar to this, but it is a little bit
Oh,
different. Can you do that also?
oh. The third question. I wanted to start it next exercise, right? Because we are lagging. What was the, I guess, this is algebraic method. Equation Okay, so let me open that. Okay, so let me bring that. Okay. No. So that was a similar kind of question.
Yeah.
Let me bring that question quickly and to talk about that question.
Or else you can do it in the last if you want to start the next exercise.
Yeah, because we will have a class assessment. Okay. And in
Yeah.
that class assessment, the question would be from the next exercise. Okay, I have opened that. Which was the problem? Problem number? Yeah, problem number what? Rifa, can you tell? This was the time, right? So what was the question? Yes, Rifa. Ninth question. Am I audible, Rifa? What was the question?
Yes. The third question. Up.
Ninth one.
Third one.
Oh, third. This one. The three lines.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
three
guess
lines,
this is the
3x
same.
plus 1. Yeah, same question. This is the same question. So
It's
this
fine.
is
No
same
need to
question,
do
but the important point is that the third line is x equals to 0. So what is the x equals to 0 line? We have two lines. This is what and this is what. So x equals to 0 line is what?
x-axis, right?
At x-axis, do you have x equal to 0? So at this axis, we have y equal to 0, right? And at this axis, what is the value of x here?
0.
At this point, so at this line, my x is 0. So y-axis is x equals to 0 line, and x-axis is y equal to 0 line. And so whatever the line is, this would be the triangle. Understood? Is that clear? Yeah. So you draw the rest of the lines. Okay. And the third line would be this y-axis. So is this clear to you? Yes, Rifa.
Yes. Say.
Yeah. Okay. So you try this question again, and whenever you face any problems, then you can. The idea is that the x equal to 0 line is this y-axis, and then you make the graph of these two lines. These are the only things that you do. Okay, so the next exercise is about, so up until now, we were finding out that what is the graphical solution, right? So what is the graphical solution of pair of linear equation? Now, we will talk about, so the next exercise is about the algebraic solution. Algebraic solution of pair of linear equation. Right, so the first method is the substitution method. So in the next exercise, we will talk about substitution method. Right. So what is the substitution method? Right. Let's say that I have two equations. 3x plus 4y equal to 7, and the other is, let's say, 2x plus 5y equals to, let's say, 3. These are the two equations that I have. Okay. So substitution method says that what I do is that from this equation, I find one of the value of the variable. So let's say I find the value of y, right? So what would be the value of y from this equation? 3x plus 4y equal to 7. So to find y, I just keep y in the left hand side and take everything in the right hand side. So 4y is 7 minus 3x. And then y is how much? 7 minus 3x by 4. This is y, right? From first equation. Yes, so you got disconnected, right? Hello? Yes, Rifa, can you hear? Rifa, can you hear?
Yes, hello. Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So the substitution method tells us that from one equation, so we have two equations. This is one equation and this is the second equation. So what we do is that we find the value of one of the variable from first equation. So let's say that I find the value of y, right? I have found out the value of y, and then what I do is that I put this value in the second equation. So I substitute the value of y from 1 to this second equation. So that is why we are saying this substitution method. We substitute the value of one of the variables. Okay. If I do that, what would be the equation? 2x plus 5 and y is 7 minus 3x by 4. This is y, right? So substituting value of y from 1. So this is why we are calling it the substitution method. Is that clear to you? Is this clear to you, Rifa? Yes. So clear. Rifa, can you hear? I guess there's some internet issue. I cannot hear you because, yeah. Can you check your microphone? What is happening with your internet? Yes, can you please check your microphone or internet? Yeah, hello.
Yeah, there's a lot of disturbance. And the Wi-Fi is not uh, proper
Yeah,
using
please.
mobile.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So they,
going.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, your Wi-Fi is not stable. Okay.
Okay, can you
So
do
okay,
it
don't
from?
bother about.
Can you start again? The first two
Yeah, yeah,
equation.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't worry about that. Yeah. So we had two equations, right? Pair of linear equation in two variables. We had two equations. And earlier, what we did was that we drew the graphs of these two equations, and then we told that whether the solution exists or not, right? And then we found out the graphical solution of these two equations. Now, in this part or in this exercise, what we do is that we have two equations, and then we find the values of or we find the solution of these two equations using the algebraic method. Okay, so the first method I talked about is the substitution method, right? And in the substitution method, what we do is that we find the value of one variable from first equation. So let's say I found out the value of one variable from this equation, right? So I found out the value of y from this equation. And then I put the value or I substitute the value of this y in the second equation. So let's say that this is 3x for y equals to 7. So I found out that what is y. I found out what is y, and then I just put the value of y in this equation. So 2x plus 5 and value of y that I have calculated from the first equation. So this is equal to 3, right?
Yes.
So then the next part is solving. So 2x plus 35 minus of this is how much? 15x by 4 equals to. So you can see that 4 we can take LCM. So this is 4. This is 8x plus 35 minus 15x equals to 3. So this is 8x minus 15x. So minus 7x plus 35. And this 4 goes over here. So this is 12. So we have minus
Wait,
7x.
one second. How did you get 8x?
Yeah. So this is 2 by 1. And I take the LCM 1 of 4. So LCM of 1 and 4 is how much? This is 1 and 4. So 4 divided by 1, 1. So 4, right? So I
Yeah.
have 4 LCM. I divide this 4 by 1. So I get 4. Then I multiply this 4 to this 2x. So 4 into 2x is how much? 8x, right?
8. Yeah. Okay.
And then 4 division is 1. So this is 1. So this is the same, right?
Yes.
So then I solve it further. So I get minus 7x equals to minus of whatever. And this is 23. So x is how much? Minus 23 by 7. Okay, this is the value of x I get. And now I can calculate the value of y from this part that I calculated earlier. So this would be y is how much? 7 minus x by 4, which is 7 minus 3 into 23 by 7 divided by 4. So again, this would be how much? 7 minus 9 and 6 by 7 divided by 4. So I take the LCM. So this would be how much? This would be 7 and 1 divided by 7. So 7 into 7, 49 minus 69 divided by 4. So this is the bigger division. This is the smaller division. This would be how much? Minus of 20 by 7 by 4. So this goes in the denominator and this has 1. So this goes in the denominator. This is minus 20 by 7 into 4, which is minus 5 by 7. So y is minus 5 by 7. So you see, I calculated the solution of x and y using the algebraic method, right? I didn't use the graphical method. And the method that I chose is substitution method. Okay. So is this method clear to you?
Yes, it is clear.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'll
please
just write it
note.
down.
Yeah, please note down this part. And then we'll do the exercise questions. And yeah, so today assessment would be on the uh, algebraic solution by substitution. So whenever you want me to scroll down the screen, I Yes, should I scroll down the screen?
Yeah, yeah.
And whenever you have finished, noted.
Yes, done.
Okay, so now let us do some exercise question. Okay, so the first question is we have to use the substitution method, right, to solve these two pair of equations. So one is x plus y equals to 40, and the other one is x minus y equals to 4. So these are the two equations that I have. Right. So in the substitution method, what is the first step that we take? Yes. What is the first step that we take? Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. It was mute, so that's why.
Oh.
We need to first do 3x minus y equal to 3. We need to find the y.
Yeah. So from here, let us find out what is y from first equation, right? So y would be 14 minus x. Right. Let's say this is the third equation. Right. Now substituting the value of y in second. So in second, x minus of 14 minus x, this is right. So this would be what? X minus of 14, and in here what we will have?
You are doing the first question? I thought you were doing the third question because you
No, we are
highlighted that.
doing.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. So we are doing only the first question. So minus minus, this would be plus, right?
We'll find the y using the first equation. X
Yeah,
plus y equal.
yeah. So this is so 2x is 18, so x is 9, right? And then we have y equal to 14 minus x, which is 14 minus 9, which is 5. So using this substitution method, we have calculated the value of x and y. Okay. So do you want to note down this problem?
I noted it.
Okay, so we'll stop it here, and please log into the Learnivio account. Right. Please log into the Learnivio account, and then you will find the active test, which is based on this substitution. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, please. Oh, so you are leaving and then logging into Learnivio.